Now that the debt ceiling has been raised, the real question is, where do we go from here? The fact of the matter is a lot of people are concerned about unemployment. People are still concerned about whether or not we're going to have a double dip recession and all the implications of that. You know, the stock market went down considerably, even though a deal was struck. And the reason the market went down was because there was bad economic news. Consumer spending was very weak. In addition to that, income is going up at a very modest rate. And so as a result, there's real concern about the underlying economy. It's clear to me that we could still get a downgrade of U.S. debt because the deal that was reached was very modest and clearly below the target that the rating agencies had set. And so one might ask, what do we need to do in order to get the economy going and in order to start generating some jobs? And I think part of that is to be able to make sure that this new fiscal joint committee is successful in meeting or exceeding its targets, and to make sure that we start engaging in meaningful tax reform, regulatory reform, and other types of actions that will provide more certainty and stability so that business, both big and small, is willing to invest for the future in ways that will create additional economic growth and generate jobs. I think we also need to recognize that we may have to make additional investments in critical infrastructure, in alternative energy sources, and other things in the short term, even though it may exacerbate the short-term deficit. That can be acceptable as long as it is coupled with clear, concrete, and credible steps designed to deal with a much greater threat, which are the tens of trillions of dollars in unfunded obligations for social insurance programs and our outdated and antiquated tax system. So yes, it's about jobs for today and jobs for tomorrow. But we're not going to be able to generate good jobs for today and tomorrow unless we end up dealing with our deteriorating financial condition, unless we can get our deficits and debt under control, unless we can modernize our tax system, and unless we can create a better regulatory environment that is conducive towards growth. And hopefully we will, with your help.